go right here, see what Armin has to say.
It seems like Prince Thirain is a man of character, just as they say.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from. Is it because he wants to protect me from the danger while he seizes the castle? Because I'm a dainty little lady? Is that what it is? Well, I'm well acquainted with danger. I flirt with disaster all the time, every day. And so I don't appreciate him trying to hold me back by my reins, y'all. All right. All right. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. I'm doing good. I've got fresh hot coffee. Allow me to have a sip. Let me go ahead and hop in the game. Let me see where I need to go. Right here. Try port. Go right here. 220. Here we go. We gotta head out to Zagaras Fortress. But that's what we doing today. We dominating Arcasia. We're gonna be spanking some mobs, you know, doing the thing. Doing the lady boss thing. Let's see, the soldiers at Mount Zagaras said Armin went inside the fortress. Find Armin. Okay, let me go find this motherwucker. I'm inherited turtle. That always trips me out how you can like mix and match the titles.
We're attacked again.
Okay, gosh. 38 minutes, y'all. Just been yapping. It's time to fucking do some stuff.
I was here treating the soldiers.
Oh, he was here treating the soldiers. Of course. Once the treatment is finished. What? He says, let's look into the eagle seal. Oh, the eagle seal. Okay. All right. We can look into the eagle seal. I have not nary a clue what that is. Not nary a clue.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thirain, a knight of Lutera.
Well met, Sir Thirain. I am Armin. And this is my traveling companion.
I wanted to thank you for treating my soldiers. Their slow recovery has weighed heavily on me. Thanks to you, I have one less thing to keep me up at night. You must be exhausted. Let me get you a hot meal and some accommodations for the night.
Oh boy, a hot meal.
Target in sight. No witnesses.
Oh my god. Dagger assassins coming at me.
Watch out!
All I wanted was a hot meal and some accommodations. What the fuck is going on? Get the hell out of here, you fucks. Oh, I got to stop swearing, y'all. They're gonna take my family channel rating from me if I don't stop swearing so much. Chopping. Doing this. Oh my god. I gotta hit my shot, y'all. Oh, very good. Terrible.
Prince, secure the perimeter.
Prince Thirain, are you hurt?
Nothing for you to worry about.
But, Your Highness...
I told you. I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
If I may, please hold still. Kilioko kolatswala. Tulaf ninsnandu hestashnya.
Wow. Impressive.
Fortunately, the wound was not too deep. Clearly, you're more than just a knight of Lutera.
I'm not much of a prince these days. We can talk more about it over there.
They think I forgot about that hot meal and accommodations, but I have not. Mommy never forgets when something is promised to her. And I want that fucking hot meal. Oh, she's a... Okay, so we got like a little town. Is there even professions in this game? Like, why is there... Is there even professions? Let me look at the storage keep. I better put some of this stuff in there because I done got filled up. Oh, look at there. I got a couple upgrades. Oh, got multiple upgrades I need to equip. Oh, goody. Let me see. Creation. It's a bunch of... Just put all these chests in there. I don't know what... I hate games that give you chests. I don't hate... Let's be clear. I don't hate this game. I just hate getting a bunch of chests. Like, just give me the fucking items. Like, I just have PTSD about item chests. Like, stop it. Pet upgrades. See all these chests. They're vaults. They're chests. They're vaults. They're chests. Like, I feel like sometimes these kind of games that do this, what they're really doing is giving you these chests for free to kind of build in that mentality into you, get you used to getting chests, and then they can sell you loot boxes on the store, you know. Let's see. Thirain. Yeah, thank you for your help. This could have been a real disaster. Okay, look how big my sword is, y'all. It's bigger than he is. He says, if it weren't for Father Armin, things could have gotten even worse. But may I ask what brings you all the way here at a time like this? I guess he can ask that, y'all. That's not too personal. I just don't want him getting all up in my beeswax, you know. He says, the eagle seal, that's an heirloom of the Thirain dynasty. But how do you know about that? The Ark? I see. I'm a little taken aback to suddenly hear about something I've always thought of as legend. Okay. Well, it's not a legend, boy. The whole name of the game is Lost Ark. He says, well, even if it is an heirloom, it's not something so precious that we can't handle it, or that we can't hand it over to someone who saved our soldiers. After all, Lutera has managed to survive through the years without having to rely on such legends. He says, however, the eagle seal is currently in Lutera Castle. Lutera Castle has been taken over by the current regent, Sherrit, since my father's death. Okay, so I'm just gonna imagine he's probably bitter about that. He's looking like he could be a pretty good princess, you know. But I don't know if he could be a king or not. So Thirain says, I've been recruiting soldiers here in order to drive out the tyrant Sherrit. He says, this place is currently in jeopardy, and I can't allow you to become embroiled in this danger too. Well, it's not really your choice, you know. As Queen Bee, I gets to do what I wants to do. He says, we should be able to find the seal when we reclaim the castle. Please come back and see me then. So he doesn't want help reclaiming the castle. I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, level 22, y'all. Put the props on me. We did it. Let's go right here, see what Armin has to say.
It seems like Prince Thirain is a man of character, just as they say.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from. Is it because he wants to protect me from the danger while he seizes the castle? Because I'm a dainty little lady? Is that what it is? Well, I'm well acquainted with danger. I flirt with disaster all the time, every day. And so I don't appreciate him trying to hold me back by my reins, y'all. So it seems like Prince... Oh, right. Prince Thirain's a main character. Just as... Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he is. I don't know. If he was such a great man, how did that usurper take his throne, you know, after his dad passed? You know, if it was me, you know, if it was up to mommy, I would have prevented all that. You know, I would have risen into my queendom, y'all. You know, wouldn't let no pussy come along take my dad's throne. You know, I'd be sad on it if he passed. All right, let's see. So Armin says the way he heartily agreed to give us the royal heirloom. Yeah, that I don't buy it, Armin. That's not really, for me, that's not moving my needle that much. Armin says, moreover, he's been taking such great care of his men, as if they were his own brothers. He says, I would like to help Prince Thirain. How about you, Natalie? Well, you know, I don't have a lot of choice. You know, I have a feeling that if I refuse this, the game just ends here. You know, I could run around and kill some mobs, but we don't get to go any further in the story. Armin says, it seems like the Lord of Mount Zagaras, Sir Mehan, hell of a name, was having trouble managing the supplies. Please give him a hand, Natalie. Okay, I reckon. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, here's Mehan. He says, hello. Oh, why is it? Oh, stop swinging your sword, boy. That's dangerous. This man's a fucking menace, y'all. I'm just trying... Why is he doing that? I'm just trying to talk to him. The hell is wrong with him?
Is this the list of supplies? Oh, it's very detailed. This will be helpful.
Well, I'm glad. Finally, we got this man so he'll be able to do his job as the supply manager. You know. He says, I was burdened with one problem after another. But I feel much better now that you've solved this one for me. Well, gosh, y'all. My goodness, all it took was a list. That's all it took. He says, thank you. Of course. Of course. I'm just helpful Natalie over here. Little helpful Natalie. Just helping out all the peasants of the land, you know. That's kind of what I do.
I'm glad he appreciated it.
But it definitely doesn't like me.
Treatment.
I'm almost done with the treatment. Oh, right. He's tending to these wounded soldiers that can't put their boots on. It's probably because their feet are swollen, y'all. You know, that's a tragedy. Some people don't have good circulation. Their feet swell up. He says, many were spared thanks to the guidance of Regulus. Who the heck is Regulus? First time I'm hearing that name, and he's talking about this fella like I know who that is, and I don't. I ain't got the slightest clue, y'all. Armin says, it's fortunate that we could help the people here. Yeah, I reckon. Shabump bump. I love that sound. If some of y'all weren't here earlier, give you a little bit of a backstory about Thirain. Okay, Thirain is a pussy. You know, I know I start a lot of stories like that, y'all. I know I do. And I'm just calling a spade, y'all. You know, I just like to say things the way I see it. But here's why I think of Thirain this way. And it's, let me get a sip of coffee and I'll yap on it. So Thirain is a prince. His father was a king. And his father oh look, a player. It's Buchanan. I don't know. I didn't have time to figure it out, y'all. She ran away too quick. She was in and out. But anyway, so Thirain's father was a king. Okay, and he recently passed away. And then the regent, I forget his name, took over and started being a steward of sorts of Thirain's father's throne. Okay, and Thirain did nothing to stop that when it was happening. So he's a little passive aggressive, okay? He didn't say not a word about it. He didn't say how that happened, you know, like how did it happen with him around, you know? Well, what he said now, he's raising an army. That's why we're out here. And he's going to lay siege to the castle to overthrow the regent. Okay. But he doesn't need my help. He said, you know, little lady like you know, you go make a sandwich. You know, he tried. That's what he did. The goddamn dragon queen sent to the fucking kitchen to make a sandwich, y'all. That's what he did. He said, don't you have laundry to do? Don't you have dishes to wash? A floor to sweep? That's what he said, y'all. Because he is a misogynist piece of garbage. And he's going to get what's coming to him. As soon as I do get my nails done, you know, I need my French tips. And then I'll deal with him. Let me get a sip of coffee. But I'm going to make him a sandwich, y'all. You know what kind of sandwich I'm going to make him? I'm going to make this fucker a knuckle sandwich. That's right. Because I don't put up with that kind of mess. But also, I don't mind doing girl things like, you know, laundry and the dishes. As long as you... Okay, I'm not going to get into that. But you got to be handling business, you know. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, we wagged him.
Thank you for helping me, Han.
Also, my underarm's itching. Oh my God. And no, I don't need to take a shower, so don't even start with me. Let me come back to the game. We got Thirain here. Okay, thank you for helping me, Han. What a relief. Y'all, I don't even know who Mihan is. I'm going to just let y'all in. I've probably not been paying much attention. Oh, here he goes. Oh, could I trouble you with one more request? No. Oh, my. Oh, gosh. I apologize. Let's see. So, he says, I was actually about to send a declaration to all factions across Lutera before marching to the Luteran castle. A declaration? Of what sort? I must know. You can't just be spoiled. You cannot just be. You're a mere prince, okay, that let a regent lord take your father's throne. You can't just go sending declarations all nimbly-bimbly. You know. I guess he's going to declare that he's coming to take the castle, which is a bad move. You know, you kind of don't want to announce that. You want the element of surprise. You know, you got to go in there like a ninja. You know, you don't come out like some sort of damnable WWE wrestler like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You know, show up in front of the castle by yourself talking about, oh, look what The Rock's cooking. Know what The Rock's cooking? That's not what you do. Okay? He says, however, Mihan is currently preoccupied with salvaging the fortress. I wish I knew. I don't know who Mihan is. It says, and I'd like to leave this in the hands of someone reliable given its importance. Please, I'm counting on you. Okay, I mean, I've done one little thing for him and he's thinks of me as reliable, y'all. Usually, if I'm thinking about somebody as being reliable, I kind of have to know them for months so I can establish some baseline for them, you know. But like, I went over yonder and came back, and all of a sudden, I'm reliable. Like, how does that happen? I mean, I must have made a hell of an impression, you know, when I went and made that peanut butter and jelly sandwich for him. I love peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Like, I am that girl. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Yes. They're very good, okay? I'm sorry. I got caught up on that, y'all. I don't mean to get hung up on such things, but I do sometimes. So, and I'd like to leave, so he thinks I'm reliable. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. Let's see. Find messenger pigeon wrangler. What the fuck? What is his name? Messenger pigeon wrangler. What in God's green earth is this? Kind of name? Oh, way up here. Oh my God. We got a journey. We're going to hit that triport though. We're going to cut down on the travel time. Let's see. Anyway, let me talk to him.
Thirain sent you?
Thirain.
No way.
Yeah, he did send me. Look, they've got the Alliance colors on their tabard. That's a fine tabard, by the way. Very nice. He says, aha, but of course, Prince Thirain is finally, haha, that jerk of a reagent is going to wet himself. After all, the rightful king has finally appeared. Well, he ain't acting like no king. He says, it's time for my pretty pigeons to take action. Let's see. Okay, so this is the pigeon keeper. He's got them in a cage back here. He says, what the heck? All the pigeons are sick. Oh, he's just finding this out. Well, I mean, my God. Look at where they're at. They're out here in the freezing weather in a cage. He says, oh dear, it must be some kind of contagious disease. This isn't good. Well, I mean, my God. Get this boy a jump to conclusions map, because that's what he's doing. He's escalating, y'all. He says, this is an emergency. Please go get me some crystallized water. It's a special spring water found in Mount Zagaras that does wonders for this type of disease. You don't even know what type of disease it is. Why is he talking out of his ass? He says, otherwise I'll be letting Prince Thirain down. Please, I'm counting on you. Okay. Says find the crystallized water. It's right down here. I don't need the map. It's just right here. My goodness. Do some foraging. Water bubbles under the thin sheet of ice. So that's it. Just one little thing.
Good. The pigeons will feel better soon.
Okay. Yeah. So some crystallized water. Basically, you know what we're talking about when we talk about crystallized water, right? Is everybody clear on this? Because I just want to be really sure that we're talking about ice. Okay, so I just went and got some ice. So I've already tied them. You just need to open the cage door. Okay, so we gave them the ice. They're going to be fine now because ice apparently cures infections and stuff. Let me go right here. We're going to set this messenger pigeon free. Go free, little birdie.
Of Regent Sherritt. Your
Oh,
days
look
of
at all
misery will
of them.
soon be over. I vow to bring the usurper to justice.
Where'd all those
and
come
take back
from?
Lutera Castle.
Oh yeah, put the reverb on it. Lutera Castle. Castle. Castle.
Thank goodness. A new hope dawns upon Lutera.
Oh goodness. Yes, we sent forth the pigeons, and now a new hope is rising up, y'all. We're gonna turn the tide. He says, hey, adventurer, like I'm not just already stood right here. You know, the pigeons are feeling well, or swell. They're feeling swell. That's well with an S, y'all. Do y'all understand how that works? I thought about this a lot. I spent a large part of my life thinking about the word swell, believe it or not. And the conclusion I've come to about it is that it's just well. It means the same thing. It just has an S on it, but it's superior to well because it's one extra letter. The pigeons are feeling swell thanks to me. They'll probably fly out to every corner of Lutera now. Well, oh my gosh. How many corners does it have? He says, oh right. What was his name? Armin, was it? There was a priest looking for you. Why don't you go see him? Well, why don't you not tell me what to do? Like, if I want to go see Father Armin, everybody, y'all, he's got many children. A lot of people in this country call him Father Armin. I'm telling you, for a priest, he sure gets around, y'all. He's slinging dick. Oh, I got 2 wisdom points. You know, that's a lot of people like to bat an eye at 2, and they're like, that's really nothing. Well, that's twice as big as 1, okay? It's 200%. So it's kind of huge, if we're being honest. Let me get a sip of coffee. Let's see. Where's it at? Where do I need to go? There we go. Okay. Let me go up here. Talk to Father. I'm not calling him that. Ain't no father of mine.
Adventurer.
He says, there you are, Natalie. Yeah, here I am. Says the treatment of poisoned victims at Zagaras Fortress is nearly complete. Okay. Says, however, it seems they are terribly short on supplies. Well, I mean, my God, we just talked to the supply boy. Says everyone is having a particularly tough time due to a shortage of the iron we use to make weapons. Well, I guess they gonna send me mine, and I think Armin's about to send me to the iron mines. Says a gentleman by the name of Mihan tells me that there is an abandoned fortress nearby. Okay. So he wants me to go to the fortress to get some iron. He said that there must be weapons left behind there from a previous war and plan to retrieve them. Okay, yep. So what happened to him? He says, however, it would be too risky to send the soldiers who are still recovering from being poisoned. Would you be able to bring the weapons instead of the soldiers? Well, find and talk to Armin Complete. Okay, so we got to defeat the Spirit Knights, collect old weapons right there, and then run over. Ooh. Big choppings. Oh, they give 3 per, so I got to kill 5. Damn. Look at mommy go. Hella juiced up, y'all. Oh, here's a buttload. Here's the fucking mother load right here. They missed every one of their shots, and they're gonna pay with their very lives for it. Damn it, I'm missing mine now too. There we go.
How did you know we were short on iron? Mihan was about to handle that.
Yeah, I think he's the one that told me about it. Said they were having supply issues after I've already handled that, y'all. I done handled it. He says, thanks to you, we can let our soldiers rest a little more now. Well, that's good to hear. You know, everybody needs some time off, you know, a little. It says, I continue to be indebted to you and Father Armin. Oh my God. Y'all, this boy's got two fathers. I'm not crazy, y'all. I'm not making this up. Father Armin, I'm telling you, he must have a fucking hog on him. Thirain says, I'm not sure if a mere seal would suffice. Well, you know, if a seal doesn't work, you could also try an otter. He says, I came to Zagaras Fortress to gather troops to fight by my side. Thankfully, many have volunteered. As things stand, however, they are not fully trained. Oh my God, this man, he's done had me doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. Supplying men. He's had me making PBJs for him, doing his laundry. You know, now he's going to want me to train some troops, y'all. He says, if they enter the battlefield like this, they'll be slaughtered in an instant. Well, whose fault is that, Thirain? Thirain says, their training captain, Mac, is trying his best, but it is likely a burden too great for him to bear alone. It's coming, y'all. Wait for it. Oh my God. He says, would you go to Mac and help him finish up their training? I'm sorry that I just keep asking you for such favors. No, you're not sorry. You're not one bit sorry. Thirain says, however, we are in dire need of someone with your capabilities right now. Well, I mean, you think you can butter me up? You think by telling me, you know, singing my praises and my good graces, that I'm gonna just be, oh yes, Prince Thirain. Oh, dear Prince Thirain, let me just do as you command. Let me train your armies for you. Let me polish your boots for you. No, fuck no. It ain't gonna be like that, Thirain. You think you say one good thing about me and I'm gonna fall on my knees. I'm not that type of girl. Thirain says, I will be preparing to move the troops. Come find me at the rear outpost when the training is complete. Please, I'm counting on you. Let's see, here's Mac.
So, you're the one who saved Prince Thirain. Your reputation precedes you.
Okay. He's heard of my deeds, y'all. Very good. Max says he's concerned about the training too. His Highness really does care about his people, doesn't he? Even so, I'm a bit disappointed that he underestimated old Mac here. Right. Right. You know, that's relatable. If y'all have ever worked in a job where one of your superiors sends somebody to help you when you haven't asked for it, that can definitely feel bad. It can feel like an insult. So Max says, the training is already done. Ahem. Well, then what did I get sent over here for? The darling hero of Arcasia sent on a damnable wild goose chase. Max says, the only problem is morale. There's nothing like music to help cheer up the soul. No, that's not y'all. No. Wrong. Nope. That is not how you cheer up soldiers. Y'all want me to tell you how you cheer them up? There's 3 things that can cheer up a soldier. And if any of y'all ever fought, or any of y'all are military people, you'll know exactly, mommy knows exactly what the fuck she's talking about. And you would want her to be in charge because she knows these things. But there's 3 things that can cheer up a military boy or girl: booze, pizza, prostitutes. Anyway, Max says, but I still haven't heard a sound from this Mahler fellow. Even when I told him to play some music ages ago. Yeah, Bart ain't gonna do it. A Bart ain't gonna do it. Sorry. He says, sorry, but could you go check on Mahler? He's the fella down there. Then he says, I don't care, even if you have to kick his butt. Make him play some music. Okay, so they want me to coerce him into playing music, y'all.
Who are you? And why'd you just try to kick me?
He says, oh, Captain Mac. Well, this is embarrassing. That's right. Look at the God. My God. Look at that. That trumpet. That's a horn, y'all. He ain't got a violin. This ain't no kind of bard. What the fuck? That's a damn road cone he's got. What the fuck is that? Disrespecting the whole craft of bardery. He says, actually, I have a sore throat, so I can't play my trumpet. Well, bless your heart. He says, I have a terrible cold, you see. He says, why are you looking at me like that? He says, a cold is a terrible illness. He says, I feel like my throat is about to rip out every time I blow my trumpet. Y'all, it's not because he's been blowing a trumpet. Okay, we know what he's been blowing. He says, oh, he's stuttering now. Yeah, that's what people do when they lie to you. They get to stutter and well, also you could have brain damage like me. That is not funny. The fuck? It's sad. If you want to hear me play, at least go fetch some herbs from over there. He wants me to, okay, I'm gonna go get some herbs. He says, I heard that Silverbush I'm sorry. I got choked on a coffee bean, y'all. It says silverbush leaves are particularly effective. Why don't I get some? This is the question I'm asking every single one of these boys. Is why don't they get them themselves? He says, I wanted to slack off. Well, no kidding. Why is everybody in Arcasia fucking layabout? He says, him, shut up and go. What the fuck you say to me, boy? The fuck? He said, shut up and just go get me the fuck. Y'all, okay, I'm on my house. See, I'm on my white house. We going over here. No, right there, forage. That's it. 1 click, quest complete. Why?
Well, I guess that's a little better. Do you know the Song of Valor, the national anthem of Lutera? No? Then let me explain.
And he says, even the toughest lad from Lutera can't help but get nervous during his first battle. Yeah. He says, when I was a fresh recruit, the more seasoned soldiers would always play me this song. It says it raises your spirits and makes your heart beat faster, you see. Mahler says, you don't believe me, huh? He said, well, how did you like that? I didn't hear anything. He said, if you liked it, why don't you learn it yourself? The Pride of Lutera, the Song of Valor. Oh, I got it. He gave it to me. But yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Everybody that came out and chatted with me today. I appreciate you. Everybody that lurked, I appreciate you too. And everybody that will watch the VOD, I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all the support I get. Other than that, I just hope y'all have a really, really, really good rest of your day. And whatever you find yourselves doing, I hope you take joy in it. I really do. So until next time, I'll see you all later, and bye-bye for now.